In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 of the most important aspects in trading that I believe will make you a successful trader. If you are currently struggling or if you are consistently a break-even trader, these 3 aspects will tilt you over to generating consistent profits. And the first thing is backtesting. I'm sure a lot of you guys know and understand that backtesting is one of the most important aspects, if not the key to understanding and building the confidence you need to execute trades in the live market. And having the backtesting doesn't only just let you know the data and the numbers of how your system has performed in historical data, but it gives you the confidence to show up every day and understand what to expect. You now have a blueprint. All those details and numbers give you so much confidence to stick to a trading system. It prevents you from system hopping, trying new things, going off edge, and it gives you the emotional discipline to show up every day and consistently execute on that trading plan, that trading system. And then that brings me into the data. So like we just kind of touched on, having the data in front of you. I'm talking about the consecutive winners, consecutive losers, the max drawdown, the max average drawdown, the max profits, what months are the best performing months, what are the best performing pairs in your system. All of these aspects, all of these figures really do help you as a trader. And if you don't have this in front of you, if you don't have the back-tested statistics of the system you're trading, you are ultimately going to run into psychological issues that's going to affect and sabotage your trading. It's not a good place to be. If you're in a drawdown, let's say, I'm going to paint you this scenario where you take a losing trade and then you take another 2 losing trades. So you've taken 3 losing trades in a row. You're risking, let's say, 1% per trade. You are now down 3%. If this is the first time this has happened to you trading a specific system, you're gonna start losing confidence. And that is a bad thing, because if you don't understand the numbers, like I was saying, you don't understand that your system may go into a drawdown of 6 losing trades, then you're going to start making psychological errors. And as soon as you go off track, as soon as you take a different path, let's say you system hop, you take a different entry that's off edge, you keep resetting yourself back to 0. And this is a very vicious cycle to go through, because even though you may go off edge and make money, it's still a bad trade. And that is what a lot of traders don't understand. Just because you did something that made you money and it was off edge because you may have risked a little bit more and you just managed to get back out of your drawdown because you risked 2-3%, it's a bad habit, and you're teaching yourself that going off edge can have good results. But as traders, you guys need to understand that trading is a game of probabilities, and it's the long-term play we are looking at. Not one trade, one losing trade, one winning trade. 1 week of trading doesn't even count. We are looking at 100 trades, 1,000 trades, and we need to follow a systematic approach on every single trade we take. There are some exceptions out there. I know some great traders that trade pure discretion or even 1% discretion, and that makes them who they are. That's what makes them successful, and that all comes with experience. The more time you spend in front of the charts, the more time you spend executing and back testing, your RAS, so your reticular activating system, your subconscious is going to pick up patterns where you'll be able to make these split-second decisions that will save you money or make you more money. And that just comes, like I was saying, with experience. And the third thing I want to talk about is journaling. So back testing, having the data, and now we're going into journaling. Journaling is the process of when you execute your trade, you journal everything about that trade. Not just the trade, but everything about yourself. What was your state of mind during the trade? Well, did you hesitate to execute the trade when it presented? Did you take profits early? Did you move your stop loss? And if you did any of those things, why did you do it? And understanding that whole process of journaling gives you so much insight into what's happening up here. Because as traders, when we approach the desk, when we get to the desk in the morning or evening or whatever time you're trading, we need to be at our A game. We need to be in the best state of mind, because it is so easy to slip up and make a misjudgment call, go off edge, and dig ourselves into a big hole. And that's the last thing we want as traders. Having all the backtesting in front of you with the data and being able to pair that with journaling, you can then combine all three of those aspects together to make sure you're on track with the historic data and your trading plan. When we can then start to see tilts and differentiations between the past data, so let's say, we're in a drawdown of 6 trades. Let's say we take the 7th and 8th trade and now both losing trades. We have now exceeded a bigger drawdown live trading than our backtesting shows us. And that's when we can reflect, hone in on what is happening. And with the journaling, we can be like, okay, I missed my entry, so I entered a bit late. And that could have resulted in that trade being a loss. So then we can journal that, find out a correct entry where we should have entered, and be like, okay, if I entered at my correct entry price, I would have been able to move my trade to break even, and this would have been a break even trade. Or if I entered at the correct price, my trade would have hit my take profit, resulting in a winning trade. Without any of that data in front of us, we don't know what errors we are making, and we don't know how to correct them. And that is a big no-no in trading, because data is king in trading. In trading, we got nothing to reference anything. We don't know what the next candle is going to print, bullish or bearish. We don't have that crystal ball that tells us what's going to happen and predict the market. And the best we have the best reference we have is our backtested data. So between those three things, you can really excel at trading. And if you don't have the backtesting that shows you the numbers and statistics, you're doing yourself a disservice in trading. Get to work, do the backtesting. I know it's not fun. It is a very repetitive process, and it's a love-hate relationship with backtesting. Get the data. So you guys know I have a really cool spreadsheet that you enter your entry price, your stop loss, the pair you're trading, what direction, and everything done is automatically. It's all automated in this spreadsheet. So you can see your best trading days, best trading times, and it breaks it down very systematically for you, giving you all the graphs and everything. And having this data in front of you is just amazing. The confidence it gives you is something you definitely need as a trader. And then the journaling, like I was saying, that pieces it all together. Knowing what psychological errors you are making, and you also now have the reference to fix them to make sure you are tracking correctly with your historic data. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified for any future content I release. Once again, guys, do the backtesting. I know it is not fun, but trust me, it is your key to success. Those three things, the backtesting, the data, the journaling. I hope you guys have a great week.